don't even know how to say hello on these kinds of videos, but hi, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Hi, my name is Mia, and it's not a pun, I swear. For those that know me, my name used to be is Mia, still is to this day, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so welcome if you are new. Welcome to the channel of Child of Luna, and yeah, today we are doing something really fun and something that we have done before, and you guys seem to really like it, so we are doing this again. We're going to be talking about their fantasies about you. They, as in, it could be one person, could be multiple people, it's just the energy around, you know what I mean? We're gonna be, there's gonna be an extended as well, with a lot more details, so on and so forth. In this video, we're gonna be just channeling the images that are in front of us. I may need to blur a lot of these pictures because they are explicit. We're using tarot sexual magic, I believe. So there's a lot of explicit messages or explicit images. So we're going to be mainly channeling through the messages, through the images as well. And then in the extended version, we'll be going deeper than just the images. So this is what we have. We're not doing crystals today. We're doing conches, or kind of like these little things. I forgot their name. They were caught in Portugal. That's where I am from. Yeah, I feel like these hold a lot of meaning to me and hold a lot of power, especially from where I come from, you know what I mean? So yeah, so we have so before we start, I want to say that we're going to be checking the energies just like we've been doing on our last videos. We're going to be checking who they are, not only their energy but also their physical characteristics. We're going to be using Lenormand for that. So I'm still learning Lenormand, so I'm going to be using the book as well. And their energy, like the energy that they present to you, like in the connection that you have, you know what I mean? So yeah. And then we're going to be looking at their thoughts, their desires, and their fantasies. So we're going to be just channeling through the images, and yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So buckle up, grab a tea, a cup of coffee, your favorite snack, because I feel like these are going to be long ones, and I'm here for it. So yeah, so on your left, on your left, we have pile number 1 with the Knight of Swords, with this very explicit message. With this very explicit image, and this little baby over here. On the pile in the middle is pile number 2, and this is the Ace of Wands, with another explicit image, with this bigger conch. There's little holes in it. There's a lot more colors, so on and so forth. And on the left, it is the Knave of Wands. This could be the we have the knight, the page. I think this is a page, the Page of Wands, and this little baby over here. It's so cute. Yeah, so this is what we have for today. Grab a snack, cup of coffee or tea, and I'll see you in your pile. Alright, to group number 1, welcome to your reading. We have an extra card over here. It popped out. I have no control over it. So this is what we're going for. So welcome to your reading. We have the spider as just kind of like their overall energy, like how they represent themselves. We have the energy towards the connection, and who are they, like the physical sorry, can't speak. Their physical characteristics, as in how are they physically? You know what I mean? I feel like I over-explained that, but you know what I mean. All right, so we have my handy dandy book, because once again, I do not know what I'm looking for. So we have this spider, which is the earth element. Let's see. Spider, where are you? Spider, there we go. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of Dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. They may be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon their work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. So I feel like they're very appreciative, very enthusiastic, and prosperous. They have a very playful kind of like vibe to them. They support the connection. I feel like this is a very healthy connection. All right, so they are the spider, which is really nice to see. Okay, their energy towards the connection is basically the wedding rings, which is all about union, wedding, married, a soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So I feel like they are very committed to you, whether or not you are in a relationship. It doesn't, like, being committed doesn't mean that you have to be together. It just means that they kind of like, they see you as one. They see you as someone that is worthy of their time, worthy of their patience, worthy of the support, right? And I feel like you do indeed have some sort of soul connection. You may be married. This may be about your husband or your partner, but you definitely have some sort of soul connection that they really appreciate. And then we have girl talk. This is all about being having time with friends, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So once again, I feel like you could be married, but or kind of like be in a relationship with them, but this could be multiple people, right? But the energy in here is basically very chatty. You guys have a lot of fun. You live in the moment with, just being with them, and they really appreciate the time that you spend with them as well. There's a lot of laughter. That's what I'm hearing as well. And this person, this figure here, is holding their phone, right, up to their head. I'm not sure if my phone... There we go. See, they are holding the phone to their head, and they're talking. Like, there's a yes, there's a ha ha ha, there's laughter there, see? It is very interesting to see that. All right. So there's a lot of chatty. There's a lot of chat. There's a lot of laughter. Sorry. There's a lot of laughter. There's a lot of, just being in a moment, just talking about stuff. I'm hearing, like, I wouldn't say gossip, but there's a lot of multiple subjects going around. So we're going to be looking at their physical features, all right? So basically, a layer for the Lenormand, which is really nice, is blending the colors together. And since we have hearts and diamonds, we have passionate, supportive, engaging, and friendly. This is what they think about you. Attractive, harmonious, intriguing, illuminating, lucky, energetic, enthusiastic, opportunistic, and successful, resolving, guiding, and decisive. So this is basically another layer for what they think about you and what their thoughts are about the whole shebang, you know? With the birds, let's start with the tree, right? So with the tree, this person is willowy, supple, and long-haired. Okay, so they can have long hair. With the birds, fringed, they may have a fringe, fine boned, so they may appear skinny, talkative, trivial, and a little bit nervous as well. They may have a lot of anxiety, or they may be nervous just in general. And with the book, they are nearsighted, so they may wear glasses, reserved and a little bit dry. So maybe they may have very dry sort of jokes, sarcasm or something. So that is nice to see. And that's basically another layer that we can describe another person is through Lenormand, which is really nice. I'm still learning, so I do need the book. But that's basically your person. I feel like they're very, I wouldn't say grounded, but they're very patient. They're not trying to force anything. They're just there, you know what I mean? Yeah, they may have some sort of fringe. They may have long hair. There's no indication as to which color their hair is or what color eyes they have, you know. Alright, now that's spicy. That is spicy. Okay, so I know this deck has a lot of men and women. They're not very generally fluid, but as you can see, all of these cards, whether that is male or female or anything in between, they are all long-haired. Whether that is with kind of like this curtain fringe or something, like they all seem the same to me. So, let's start with the Queen. Oh no. Oh no. I moved it. There. Let's start with the Queen of Cups. So we're seeing this image of what appears, I'm not gonna say man, okay? But it appears to be a man, we don't know. But this person is in between this lady's legs. They're kind of like out in the public. She's kind of like hugging him. Like I feel like their desires is to be extremely close to you. Feel your scent, because I'm not sure if it's only me, if like it's just me, but to me, like being in between someone's breasts is where their natural scent is, and where they can kind of like feel their natural scent, as in what attracts them, their scent basically, their natural scent. So this could be like they really want us to feel your scent, to sniff you, to basically smell both of your scents together and to just be very close to you. This is a very sort of nurturing card. Very, I would say, risque, because they're extremely close to you. They're in between your chest, your breasts. So they may want that sort of intimacy and then perhaps even try to go down on you out in the public, not necessarily kind of like being in between your legs and blah, blah, you know, but definitely being in between your legs and receiving and giving that sort of intimacy. I also sense, I'm also seeing like this hand over here that is grabbing this cup, going like in underneath this leg and like playing with you, if that makes any sense. I'm just gonna do the hand gesture, very gently. What else am I seeing with this card? And also just basically, you know, hugging you from behind and under, as in like this arm over here goes behind and under, and they're kind of like hugging your butt and your lower back, if that makes sense. It's very specific, but I'm trying not to go to the general kind of like meaning of the card, because it's very general and we know this. So I'm just simply allowing my intuition to tell me what this card could be doing. So if you want to go a little further, I would say this person is already on their knees. As you can see, like, at least it appears so. They're already on their knees. There's the butt, right? The leg and their knee and the leg, right? Their thighs, I would say. So they can easily just go down from there and go down on you out in the public, and kind of like this person has a dress, what it seems to be a dress, and they can't just kind of like pull it down and cover each other, if you know what I mean. So that's a really nice sort of playful sort of energy, you know, playful and flirty and risque kind of energy. It's not something like this right here, right? It's the Ten of Wands, or kind of like the card that you picked. It's nothing like that, but it's very trying not to be caught kind of energy, you know? Right. And it has everything to do with a spider, by the way. Now, with the Ten of Wands, this is a lot more risque and a lot more wild, because this person has their pants down and this other is just completely butt naked. Their clothes are fucking ripped. Like, they don't give a shit about the world. Like, they're alone in the middle of the woods. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And they're just kind of like all over themselves, all over each other, and they don't give a shit. They're just kind of like in their nature, I would say. So basically, this person desires to go out with you. That's point on blank. This person desires to go out with you, maybe on a picnic or something like this, in the middle of the woods, or kind of like in an open field. Things just get a little bit more frisky in the woods because it's protected and not everybody will see, right? So what I'm saying is basically that you're going on a picnic or going out and so on and so forth, and you guys either on this date, you know what I mean, where things are a little smooth, you know, you guys are kind of like being frisky, something, and then you guys go out into the woods and you just are all over yourselves. Like, you guys rip each other's clothes. Like, you don't give a shit about the future. You don't give a shit about the present. I mean, you do give a shit about the present, right? But you don't give a shit about anything else rather than that moment in itself. I feel like you guys just basically, you kiss one another and then things become a little bit more not aggressive, but intense. And you guys start taking each other's clothes and not even trying. You guys are ripping them off. You don't give a shit. Like, I just want to get in there. You know what I mean? Very passionate, very kind of like, I'm so hungry, right? I'm so hungry for you. I'm not totally sure if I can say the proper words, you know what I mean, but but you know where I'm getting at. So I'm so hungry for you. I don't care about anything else. I just want to feel you, inside and out. So this person has their hands all over your body, and I'm gonna give you another perspective. If you are the person being in between their legs, you know what I mean? If you are the person in between the legs, the person that you are doing this to, they want it. They want you to be in between them legs, and they want you to be this risque. They want to risk it all with you. So that's one. And two, if you are this person, if you're watching this, if you are this person wants to go wild. This person doesn't give a shit. They want to feel you. They want to pound on you, if that makes sense. They want to just basically not give a shit, you know. They want to do it like nobody's watching. They want to cream pie. Yeah, they want to cream pie. And if you are this person watching, they want to give you a cream pie, because that's basically what that's basically what I'm sensing is cream pie inducing. So yeah, I feel like both of you would just go fucking insane, and I feel like it is mutual. I don't know, it's just hot, steamy, and messy. And just kind of like, just come here, just come here, right? Then their fantasies about you. We have the Two of Cups. And as you can see, like on one side, they're very gentle with you, but at the same time, they want to do it so roughly that I wouldn't say your insides just explode, right? That's wrong. But they want to do it right now. That's kind of like what I'm trying to get at, is they want to do it right now. They want to do it now. Like, they don't want to wait. They just want to feel you from the inside out. And as soon as you meet, like, let's skip the conversation and the coffee. Go straight to that. You know what I mean? Then their fantasies, the Two of Cups is, I'm gonna get into a little bit of tarot meaning. If you are not together, this person has some relationship views with you. They really, really, really like you. They want to feel your body. They want to kind of like navigate through the curves of your body, if that makes sense. They want to okay. They want to travel the curves of your body. Like, they want to take their time. They want to, give you food. They want to, they like it just feel you, like no rush. It can be in the middle of nowhere, but they just want to feel your body. That's what they want the most. It's like the physical closeness of what it means to be naked, the vulnerability, you know what I mean? The vulnerability of showing your body to this person. Like, they really value that. And you can't just make out and be naked, right? They would definitely appreciate. I feel like your scent is something that they really, really like. That's why there's so much closeness, is like this feeling of, my God, your scent is my nemesis. I cannot find another person with your scent. And it drives them insane. It's insane for them. So if you are this person, like receiving these kisses and these caresses, like if you are this person watching, then that totally fits. But if you are this person watching, your person really wants to feel your hand. You have very soft hands. Although they may be a little big, they absolutely want to feel you to feel them. They want to feel the feeling of your hands traveling through their body and how that makes them react. Because there's something about your touch that this person really wants. Something about your hands that this person thinks about. Like they think about feeling those hands all over their body, like grabbing them, right? Even if it's in this situation, like your hands are something like that makes them go fucking insane. So it's kind of like, can you see my leg? Yeah, you can see my leg. That makes them go fucking insane. Maybe it's the warmth of your hands. Maybe you have very, very hot hands and they usually struggle with having hot hands, or it's the other way around because it complements them. And it makes them feel like, oh my god, I'm not dying anymore. If I'm dying, it's a pleasure, right? It's just kind of like, I wanna, this person, if you're this person watching, this person really wants to kiss you. They really want to to be submissive. They want you to just take the lead. They want to be the feminine, the submissive. They don't want to be reactive anymore. And with you, they seem to not feel reactive. They may be wild as hell, you know what I mean? But they just feel at peace. And so they really want to feel that in a very close and exclusive way. So, next we have the Five of Pentacles, which is usually a card of, okay, so I did say that we weren't going to go through the meanings of the cards and we're just going to look at the pictures. But when I'm feeling intensely with the Ten of Wands, we're going to go back. The Ten of Wands is a lot going on. It's kind of like the adrenaline, the euphoria, the feeling of, you know, the feeling of being inside you, basically, or being inside them. Or that you are, you know what I mean. The feeling of this act, then, it's just so intense. And I feel like they really want to feel the adrenaline. They really want to feel the euphoria and what it takes to kind of like make you finish. This goes both ways, by the way. And it's just, there's so much going on, I cannot control, and bam, right? So, going back to the Five of Pentacles, this is basically a card of rejection, almost, because the Five of Pentacles is all about loneliness and feeling left out in the cold. But I feel like this is more of, in this case, is basically coming back to your arms after a period of separation. Maybe you are not in contact, or just kind of like, you may be separated, physically separated, as in maybe you're in another country, or you live in separate states, or you live in different areas of the same country, you know what I mean? So this is all about physical distance, and it's all about coming back to each other's arms, because you see that these people are not physically separated, like, at all. They're just, what I'm seeing is basically two people that haven't been together for a while. I would say approximately like a year, 6 months, something like this. Like, it's not an eternity, right, where you guys are a lot more softer. It's all about that, you know, I'm gonna go away for a while. It's not gonna be forever, but I'm gonna be away for a while, and you miss each other. Like, you cannot wait until you're in each other's arms. And it seems like you guys see each other. Excuse me, damn. It seems like you guys see each other. Maybe it's this person over here in blue that is playing their violin and something, and kind of like they're minding their own business, basically. And the person in the hood, with the hood, sorry, it's kind of like, you know, they show up and you basically see each other, and you don't run towards one another, but you do definitely like you have a faster pace. You have a faster pace basically, and you do meet each other, and you end up like hugging each other in this intense way, like you're mine, in your mind kind of way. I feel like this person, it's not about the sexual act in itself. Like, yes, there is sex, yes, there is pleasure, yes, there is touch, but it's mainly the feeling of you are mine, right? Not being possessive, but you are mine. You're in my arms. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna do everything I can to make you happy, right? You're mine, right? The ownership almost, and it that's what it seems to be. Like, it's the more of the feeling of being yours, right? And more of the feeling of touching and feeling the sensation of being risky out in the public, and then just fucking bam, right? There's a side of wildness in the energy, but it's a lot more softer than what we think it is. It's a lot more about, you know, the feeling, the mutual respect with the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups. It's a mutual respect, mutual love, almost, and mutual connection. Like, you're not trying to be in each other's pants and just run off. You want to be in each other's pants, no doubt in that, and you want to kind of like you want to have some messy sex with each other, rough even, but it's all about the mutual respect, because after all the adventure, you're just there. You're not nurturing, you're feeling, you're loving, oh man. I love that for you, actually. Ow, ow, ow. All right, so that is some of their desires, and also some of their fantasies, and some of their thoughts about you, which we already saw when we were checking the energy. So this is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to purchase the extended version, we're going to be going deeper into what they want and what they feel, and their desires, their fantasies, so on and so forth. So if you would like to purchase that, the link is in the description. It's $5.55. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm burping all over the place. It's the energy, and I'm cramping. I sorry, that's my leg. And yes, I'm reading on the floor. Oh, there we go, that felt good. Alright, so don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below if you're not subscribed already. I really, really love these types of readings, and I will see you, oh, I forgot to mention, sorry, they want to push you against the wall and kiss you. Feel you against the wall, feel how your body feels against the wall, and if you're the other way around, they want you to push them against the wall and kiss them. Like, there's no doubt in that. They want the adrenaline of it. Oh, love it. All right, that's what I have. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So, it has been a few days, I'm not gonna lie. I recorded a first group kind of like a couple of days ago, and I'm trying to take the most out of the sunlight that I have right now. So, if the video is a little bit off, that's why. So, I just got home from work, so I'm a little tired. You can tell by my voice. But we are going to get through this video together. So the overall energy or how they present themselves is with the dragon. The dragon is a spirit element, and we're going to take a look at my handy dandy book because, you know. All right. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous. This person is courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if you are traveling with a great friend inside of you. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, then their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the members of intelligence within you. So I feel like this person sees through the bullshit. I feel like they are very spiritually aware of their surroundings, of themselves. I feel like this person has gone through a very dark but very powerful healing journey. And they see through everybody's bullshit. And I feel like this person could be a mentor to you in a way. They may teach you a lot of stuff when it comes to spirituality or not. But just in general, they could teach you a lot because they have seen it all, basically. And they definitely want the best for you. They want the best not only for you, but for themselves and for kind of like your connection, which is amazing to see, actually. They may have very intense eyes. It doesn't mean that they have blue or gray or green, but their eye, like their stare, when they look at you, may be very powerful, somewhat intimidating sometimes, but their look, the way that they look at the world and the way that they look at you is very sexy. Very sexy. Yeah, it's very nice. All right, then the energy that they not only they present themselves, but kind of like they have towards the energy, towards the connection, is basically kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. I feel like they hold a lot of feelings towards you in this connection. I feel like they definitely love this connection. They want to kind of like nurture it as well, and it's very balanced in their point of view, as in like they're giving and they're receiving like all of these affections. I feel like they are also, if you have been together, they also love your kisses. It could be in the lips or on the cheek, but there's definitely feelings of nurture and care, even falling in love for some of you, you know what I mean? It's a very beautiful feeling. Then we have paradise, which is all about happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other. Like, I feel like this connection is really beautiful, and they're extremely happy to be in your life. And the way that you treat each other is just so good for them. They really appreciate you, and I wouldn't say that they would give the world to just be with you, as in, in your life, but I feel like they would. They would. They're just simply very happy to be around you. They're very joyful. They can't stop smiling. There's a lot of playfulness as well. Like you guys are jokesters. You guys love to joke around, but also you're very serious when it comes to spiritual stuff, or when it comes to kind of like serious conversations. This person definitely holds a lot of knowledge, and if you want to grow spiritually, if that's something that you would like to explore, then this person will be definitely a very good mentor for you. Now, when it comes to their physical appearance, this could be male, female, it doesn't matter. Alright, so with the lily, they may have gray hair, they may be a father figure, they may have children, okay? Because the lily is about, not only sensuality, but also kind of like older people. They are very protective and mature. And with the anchor, they have dark brown hair. They're very serious sometimes, and they are definitely responsible. They may like the color white as well. Let me see. They may have a very firm footing. Also love the cold, or do something with the cold weather, skiing or something like this, but they definitely prefer the cold. Yeah, and they definitely love the snow. So that's basically some details that you can use to identify this person. Some of them may match, some of them may not. That's just basically what I picked up. So, let's see. I actually want to give you one more for each side. Oh, that one. Oh man. Alright. This is okay. And there. Alright. So, let's talk about their desires, fantasies, and what they think. Now, let's start with the tower here, which is basically very straightforward. They... Alright. They definitely want to do it roughly. That's for sure. They definitely want to do it roughly, and basically, if you are in a relationship, they don't care, in a way. They wouldn't care, like, even if it's just for that moment. They definitely don't care, because there's a man here, there's a woman here, and there's another man behind that man with an axe. So, like, even if it means I die, I just want to do you. Roughly. Or this could mean that you guys do it so roughly that you end up moaning so loud that maybe your neighbors won't like it. Somebody ends up like knocking on your door, like, hey, can you tone it down, please? You know? So that may be one of the scenarios. If you are, of course, the lady over here, if you are the man, then this person wants to scream because of you. This person definitely wants to feel you so hard that they scream. And even if it means waking up the neighbors, it doesn't matter. Like, this person just wants to just go all out with you, both ways. Now, the Seven of Swords, this is kind of like, I wouldn't say playing with the senses, but I feel like one of you is in a relationship, because there's the element of another person over here, right? But there's also the element of the Seven of Swords, which is, you know, lie and betrayal. So, and one of them finding out and not really being happy. So there, I feel like there's an element of cheating here. I feel like this person definitely wants either wants you to cheat or wants to cheat with you. And there's an element of feeling guilty here as well. Yeah, I can't really tell. I can't really see anything else aside from the feeling of guilt with the Seven of Swords, so we'll see where that leads. And then with the wheel here, the Wheel of Fortune is basically off and on, and all about being lucky and kind of like things going your way for a while. I feel like this is all about an expectation or unexpected and spontaneous sex with you. And very intense, because the Tower is definitely something very intense. This person definitely wants to just show up and I'm here to stake me, right? And because the wheel is always turning, this could mean that you guys have frequent changes of like sex positions. And kind of like this person definitely wants to experiment because it's always turning, right? And messy as well. And what I mean messy is basically like there's a lot of fluids coming out, and there's no cleanup, if that makes sense. I'm on YouTube, I can't say I can't really say for sure, like specifically, but there's a lot of fluids coming out and you guys do not clean up in the midst. There's a lot of drilling fluids, can't say. But you definitely know what I mean. You guys, yeah, you just let it be there and you perhaps even make it worse, if that makes sense. There's a lot happening, definitely. Yeah, alright, so then we go to this side with the Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. This person wants to be seduced. This person wants to be seduced. And it's not like they want to seduce you, no, they want to be seduced by you. There's no doubt in that. It's kind of like this love spell. They're so attracted to you, so lured into you that they just want you to take the wheel, you know what I mean? Although they like it messy, and although they kind of like they want to do it so roughly that, you know, you wake up everybody else, they kind of like they want you to take the lead as well. They want to be seduced. They want to feel the temptation. They want to see beyond what you show you have, right? Because this lady over here, she has this lingerie. She's not naked, but she's kind of like getting there, but very slowly, I feel. And it creates this tension, like this curiosity, right? Because maybe you are a very modest person, or like you are always covered up and you have this aura that attracts this person, right? And they definitely want to be seduced by you. They want to see beyond what you show. Then we have the Two of Cups. This is basically the mute the mutual respect. That's what I'm hearing. The mutual respect, because although they want to do it messy, they don't care. They want to finish all over you. They want to not even all over you, but inside, if you know what I mean. And they just kind of like, they want to do it and not care. They also have a very kind of like nurturing part of them where they also want to take care of you. I feel like this also goes into pile one, where the person also wants to take care of you, make sure you're okay. Because this person, like, although they're kissing and so on and so forth, like, it's very romantic, okay, but it's very calm. They're not rushing. They're in the middle of nowhere, right? But they're not rushing. They're just kind of like in the moment. I feel like this person definitely wants to take a moment and appreciate you, like you, your body, your presence, like the pleasure, right? Maybe because of the food here, maybe they want to eat the food and then eat you and then eat the food again. But there's a lot of tenderness in this card for sure. I would say like sharing a romantic moment with you. So it's really nice. And then the Ace of Wands, this is basically a seduction as well. Like there's fire in the background, like even it could be like it's very cold outside, maybe it's snowing or raining, and you guys are inside because it's very cold, and you have fireplace going, and you kind of like you end up cuddling and stuff, like, or falling asleep even, and kind of like this person definitely wants to be seduced. That's one thing that I can say for sure. They want to be seduced. They want you to take initiative. But also, if you are the other party, as in like if you are the male representing male, this person wants you to be available at all times to do what both of you want to do. As in going out and then eating, fucking, and eating. Yeah. And they want to do it in a very cozy environment, but also out in nowhere and in the middle of the house. But they definitely want a cozy environment as well. Like, you don't have to be rushing all the time and be all over each other. Like, yeah, it's fun, but also it's very fun. But you don't have to do it like that all the time. Slow is also nice. Slow is very nice. So, yeah. I'm looking at the Seven of Swords though. One of you that must be in a relationship, because there's like this cheating kind of question mark. And there's kind of like this urgency as well. So I feel like one of you is in a relationship and the other person definitely wants you to cheat. They wouldn't mind. That's what I'm hearing. They wouldn't mind that if you cheated on the person that you're with them. Because they know that they would give you everything that you want. Yeah, that's one. That's ow, ow, ow. I can't feel my legs when I'm with you. Jesus. But yeah, it's like there's a seduction, there's a tender care and love, there's a doing it very slow, and intense. Then there's the messy body fluids all over the place. Then there's the fact that one of you is hiding something. But yeah, I feel like one of you is definitely in a relationship or situationship. That also applies. And the urgency, kind of like, I want to wake him up. I want to make it known that I am on you. Yeah. Which is interesting to see. Yeah, like there's this secrecy. Like I asked to kind of like to clarify the Seven of Swords. I got the Four of Cups. And this is also like, you can see that that card also implies that one of you is hiding something. Like there is secrecy in the card. Like there's unsatisfaction, emotional unsatisfaction. And then the Ten of Cups. I feel like this person, yeah, one of you is definitely in a relationship, because yeah, they don't want to say anything, but they feel like they would make you happier. Yeah, and that goes both ways. If you are the one in a relationship, they feel like they would make you happier in all aspects, because they already feel that you're not happy emotionally, you're not fulfilled, you're just, you're used to what you have, I guess. But if this person is the one in a relationship, then they want to cheat on them and be with you. They want to cheat on them with you because they're not happy. They're just delaying the what's expected, basically. The Ten of Cups, like they definitely feel like they would be happier with you in all aspects, because the Ten of Cups is, emotional fulfillment, but also everything in between. So one of you is definitely in a relationship, and there's the cheating aspects of that. So yeah, and also your bottom card is the Six of Pentacles. They want to see you pleasure yourself. They want to catch you in the middle of that. Six of Pentacles. And they want to see you get naked. And how can I explain this? They want to see you get naked, but they basically interrupt you in the middle. Like it was an accident, quote unquote. So, yeah. The sun is going down, so hopefully I have time for your extended. So I'm gonna hop on there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't subscribed already. And I will see you on the next video. Bye! Hello group number 3, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this little shell over here, I know I've said conch before, it's very, very wrong. And now I'm laughing at past me because it has been quite a few days since I've recorded the intro in the previous groups. So today the sun decided to shine on your cards, so hopefully that's the sign for you. So the sun may be a little bit in and out. You may see a shift in the lighting because I'm using natural light. So sorry. Alright, so basically, Your person's overall energy is represented by a lion. The lion is a master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others, therefore, the lion is respected by all but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. This person is very observant, stealthy, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. And basically, this person is definitely a reminder that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our guest begins. And the quest, sorry. So basically, they're the very epitome of peace and strength. And they're very patient, regal, and a complete master. So I feel like this person is definitely kind of like this representation of the lion. Their energy is very, I wouldn't say stern, but very firm, very calm, and harmonious, I would say. That's basically the energy that I'm feeling. And basically the energy that they have towards their connection is represented by the butterfly, karmic relationship card, and separation. You may be in separation, or you may haven't talked in quite a while, I would say. Because the separation is all about sadness and missing you, thinking about you, being sort of kind of like unsure of the future. This person may be in separation from you or vice versa. It's definitely a karmic relationship because there's a lot of lessons in this connection. They may trigger you. They may... because they do not waste their energy, they may not feed your insecurities, they may not feed your ego, which is very triggering, and may create some resentment as well. But there's a lot of lessons as well in this connection, for sure. And I feel like they are learning how to let go of you, because it's just kind of like there's some healing that needs to do. I feel like your connection is very triggering, not just for you, but for them as well. So I feel like it goes both ways. And the butterfly is a definition of the relationship evolving, maybe to a better place, or you just kind of like are in separation and will remain in separation. But there's definitely some healing of the inner child happening and some growth as well. So it's definitely a very complicated energy, bittersweet, I would say, to hear this or to kind of like be listening to this reading, because maybe you weren't expecting. I feel like it is very bittersweet, but here we are. So I am going to describe your person for you. I have my book here. I'm still new to the Lenormand, so yeah. Let's see. All right. So we have the fox, the mountain, and the moon. So the fox describes a red-haired person. Maybe they're a ginger, or they have dyed their hair red, or they have red tips. Very vigilant and flirtatious. Then we have the mountain, which is rugged or rouged. How would I say rug? What's it called? Yeah, okay. They're older, vulnerable, lined, dour, impassive, and bald. Or can have bald spots, which sometimes we all do. And then we have the moon, which is pale-skinned, full-faced, round-eyed, and moody. So they may have that kind of like moody rest face. You know what I mean? So that's some descriptions for you. Hopefully that that described the person a little bit. sorry, this person may like to eat a lot or snack a lot, and they may also like peanut butter, because I don't usually eat on screen, eat on kind of like in between readings. I mean, I don't eat on a reading, but for some reason, I intuitively, kind of like automatically, I'd say, I reached for my snack bar, and it's peanut butter, like I want to say a nutty, very nutty peanut butter bar. And I feel like this person either snacks a lot or likes peanut butter. Alright. As I was shuffling, I heard phone sex. So this person may be fantasizing about your voice, or basically to just kind of like have an adventure on the phone with you. This could mean pleasuring oneself on the phone and hearing the other kind of like having this pleasure, playing with their mind, so on and so forth. It is, yeah, definitely phone sex, where kind of like you're talking to one another and you're teasing one another, you're definitely pleasuring one another through the phone. Definitely not video call, but kind of like voice call, you know? So this person definitely misses your voice, and your voice is very sexy. They find it very sexy, and they feel very, I'm gonna say passionate, but very seduced by your voice sometimes. So they definitely fantasize about your voice and what you could say in certain ways with your voice. If that makes sense? Alright, so with the Nine of Cups here, we can see like two people. First of all, this person really wants to touch you. They really want to just kind of like, how can I say this? They want to play back and forth, if that makes sense. They want to play tag almost. In a way, this dynamic of going back and forth kind of turns them on. They really like it for some reason. It plays with their heart, and I feel like if you play with their heart in a respectful manner, not like, kind of like intentionally trying to hurt them, I feel like they wouldn't mind, or they kind of like, they would find it very interesting, because the energy that this card is giving me is basically this, they're trying to pull you in and you're pulling back, but then the opposite occurs, and then they do the same, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's definitely something that they really, really like, where they kind of like, it interests them. But I also feel like this person really would like some oral sex. Because the Nine of Cups is a card of, you know, oneself. It's a card about emotional independence, if that makes sense. Like, you're fine being single. But I feel like that I definitely can see this person here depicted as the female going down on them, like they're trying to like pull them. And since this sheet, I would say, is covering their lower parts, they definitely want to kind of like some sort of action while they're playing with this back and forth energy. They also would love to take initiative with you while you're sort of rejecting them, but not really rejecting them, if that makes sense. They would love to attempt and persuade you a little bit. It's a bit selfish, not gonna lie. But this person will definitely expect you to fulfill that sort of desire, and they will not care about your desires or expectations or needs. It's just kind of like that moment of back and forth, and just kind of like, please just go down on me, right? Um, there's really not a please, but just go, please fucking go down on me. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, because you see, this person is not really rejecting them. They have their hands interlaced, their fingers together, like their hands together. Like there's really no rejection, but the energy is just basically this person is pulling and this person is rejecting. Like there's a display of rejection here, which it's not really the case. I feel like the energy in itself is not really rejecting. Now with the Eight of Pentacles, we can see this person kind of like looking outside. I don't feel like they're definitely paying attention, but it could be like the surprising element where this person is playing with their senses a little bit, like they're being romantic, they're trying to persuade them, get them in the mood, although they're completely naked. Like there's no doubt that, you know, they're ready, but just kind of like, you know, being in the moment. I feel like not trying to rush into anything, where this desire is just kind of like, just go fucking down on me. This one is just, it's a lot more subtle, you know, a lot more patient. But also I feel like, because of the energy, I feel like there would be a point where they know that sex is both emotionally and physically draining to both of you. Maybe because you're doing too much, or because it's just not. Because maybe the lack of communication here, the fact that you're not communicating or in separation, maybe they just want to be there. And just basically, you know, just being there, just being in a moment and trying to kind of like seduce you. I feel like seduction is a really big part of the lion, where they perhaps express a lot more and a lot better while they're seducing instead of the actual sex, you know? And because some people are like that. Some people are not really big sex people, although we do say sex persons. And it's just kind of, they perhaps want to just play with the seduction itself instead of just jumping into the sex part. And I feel like they have high sexual needs, usually in kind of like the category of quantity and not quality. But I feel, or you have high sexual needs, but one of you definitely is not that big of a fan. I wouldn't say fan. It's not kind of like they want to, but one of you is like keen in doing it all, like all the time. It's just a fact of the seduction aspect. They really want to seduce you and play with the seduction card. I feel like it's you that you would rather just seduce instead of just go straight to the sex. Or this could be vice versa. This could be a mirror, right? Where sometimes you do meet in the middle, sometimes you don't. And it's just kind of like, it could be a mirror. The energies could be a little bit mixed. Because sometimes that happens, you know? So I definitely feel like they would love to play with you in a seduction matter and not really jump into anything sexual right away. Now with the Three of Swords, this definitely goes into kind of like seduction. Once again, there's someone like playing music. Maybe they have like this, like maybe guitarist fingers, you know, where they play some sort of chord instrument, where they have very I wouldn't say delicate hands, because when someone plays an instrument, especially with chords, their hands are kind of like, they're damaged, you know, like they're either like very I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of like they have some specific texture that they play a chord instrument. Um, but I feel like they would love to seduce you with music, and while they are playing, they're kind of like touching you or something like that. Um, they would love to just kind of like navigate their hands through your inner thighs and lure you with their music and like grab your inner thighs as well and just kind of like play with the seduction part. But also we see another woman here, and they're kind of like walking in on them. So maybe that's the reason why you're separating, because of another woman, or maybe they are in a relationship, and things got a little messy, and that might be why. But that's kind of like the another reading for the. That's maybe like another reading for another video, but there's definitely some sort of bad emotions here, and maybe they're kind of like doing this for consolation purposes, to forget about their problems, for definitely recovering from a bad day, and definitely without paying attention to where, who, or how, because of the woman here. Like the how, because they're playing a chord instrument and they're like navigating their hands through your body, but also the where. We have another woman here, a third wheel maybe, and it's just kind of, it's the seduction, man. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of, aside from the going down, just fucking go down on me already, right? There's a seduction, there's another seduction. There's not really much of a sexual energy at all. Like, this could lead to masturbation, for sure, right? Because they're playing and, this person could get excited, if you know what I mean. And it could lead there. Could lead to some oral sex as well. But I really don't feel like there's kind of like these detailed fantasies where there's a lot of movements, there's a lot of things to describe, right? I feel like it's just they really want to seduce you, and that's it. Could lead to it, could not lead to it. In this one, it does, because there's kind of like the seduction and then, right? But it's just not, I don't feel it. I feel like it's just more the seduction part rather than, the sex in itself. So, with the Six of Wands here, once again, it's the seduction part, because this person is very confident, very convinced of their skills and knowledge. Like, they really want to see you seduce them. And it's kind of like they want to seduce you for sure, but with the touch kind of like component. But with you, they really want to see you seduce them, because they feel like you are very confident, you're convinced in your skills and knowledge of like your angles, I would say. And they really want to see you kind of like play around and be enticing while like kind of like doing something else. Catch them off guard, because I feel like they feel that you do like to feel important, that you love to listen to praises and compliments as well. And it's just kind of like they want to dominate you. they want to dominate you romantically. It could lead to romance because it's just so intimate, you know, like it's very fiery, very, I cannot explain. Maybe you do live on a farm or something like this, because there's a lot of animals here. There's a dove. Is that a dove? I don't know, maybe a dove, a bunny, and some cows over there in the distance. Yeah. I feel like they definitely want to be surprised by you, by your confidence, and have nothing underneath as well, because you can see that this lady doesn't have anything underneath. And be seduced by you because they love how confident you are. And they definitely want to drop everything and dominate you and like praise you and compliment you. And just kind of like be very romantic. You know, kind of like that barn sort of fantasy where you guys are in the middle of nowhere and you kind of like run around and you see an abandoned barn or something like this, or like a house with a barn, and you spend the night there, and it's just kind of like this very cozy and romantic and adventurous sort of setting where you guys are just doing it, right? It's just in a moment, really. They want to, I feel like they want to do it in the rider position because it's very passionate and satisfying for both of you. Maybe they know this, or maybe they're just assuming. They also would like, yeah, they definitely would like to compliment you, or praise you, for your exploits while they're doing it. But I feel like, yeah, it's a matter of, you know, only seducing first, being very enticing and playing with the senses. Especially, they really like to play with the touching sense. But they would rather be played with the visual sense and the energy sense as well. So this is kind of like a dynamic that I can see for you guys. It's a lot more delicate, I would say. It plays with the senses a lot more. And yeah, it's very interesting. Alright, you guys, this is all I have for you today. I do offer like sexual readings on Calendly, so if you are interested, check the link down below. I am also doing an extended version of this with a lot more details and a lot more cards as well. So if you would like to check that, the link will be in the description. And if not, that's totally fine. I'll definitely see you on my next video. If you like this one, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you are not subscribed already. And I will see you on my next one. Bye!